This conference will now be recorded.
So today we will start undo table space. So I think we haven't done this undo table space, right? So management of undo table space we will discuss. So what is undo? So undo is basically a record which are used to provide read consistency. That is the first work, and it provide to rollback transaction when a rollback statement is issued, and it will recover from a logical corruption like Oracle flashback features we can use, like flashback version query, flashback transaction query, flashback drop, flashback database. There are many other flashback technologies, and also it provide to recover the database. So this is the work of undo. So whenever the server process is doing DML activity, it will stores the old value in the database buffer cache, that is called as CR buffer, and after that it will flush to the undo table space. And in undo table space we had two types. One is you can say unexpired undo and expired undo, and commit, you can say. So it only flush only expired undo in Oracle database. Okay, have you heard this? Which undo will flush if suppose undo is not the space is not there? Yeah, guys. See, whenever we execute an operation that needs to allocate undo space, so it will allocate an extent in an undo segment which has no active transaction. If no undo segment was found, then Oracle tries to online and offline undo segment. And if no undo segment was possible to online, then Oracle creates a new undo segment and use it. If the free space does not permit creation of undo segment, then Oracle tries to reuse an expired extent from the current undo segment. If failed, Oracle try to reuse an expired extent from another undo segment. If failed, Oracle tries to auto extend a data file. If it is yes, uh, and also if failed, Oracle tries to reuse an expired extent from the current. And if it is failed, Oracle tries to reuse an expired extent from the another undo. If it failed, then the operation will fail. Okay, so that is the concept of undo mechanism. Okay, so there are two kinds of undo management. We have auto and manual. So auto means automatically will manage, and manual means you have to manage. And for a running transaction associated with undo segment or extent needs more undo space. So suppose if the current extent has more free blocks, then use the next free blocks that is already allocated to the extent. If the current extent does not have free blocks, and if the next extent of the segment has expired, then the wrap in the next extent and return the first block. If the next extent has not expired, then get space from the undo table space. If a free extent is available, then allocate it to the undo segment. If there is no free extent available, then reuse from an offline undo segment and deallocate the extent from the offline undo segment and it to the current undo segment, and steal from online undo segment, deallocate the extent from the online undo segment and add it to the current undo segment. Okay, and the only different with redemption guarantee is enabled, that is an unexpired extent will not be reused. Okay, so so suppose this is the query. If I check on my database, so select table space file name auto extendable bytes from DB underscore data file where table space is this. So see that this is the output is coming. So this query will actually work on the undo table space information. Okay, and here auto extend is off or on. So if suppose uh, I was suppose undo extend. Suppose you are performing some update on other session. So to see how the expired and expired will be reused. So you have the query for that. So this query from undo underscore extend, you can check that. So see that expired and unexpired undo status you will get from this query. Okay, whatever I was talking about. So you can check by this query. So why expired extents were not used when you are performing update in batches. So actually undo table space extents are allocated. So the first extent will be small, and after that it will be grow like that. Okay, and uh, if suppose your auto extend is on, so you can check and you can use and you can see the difference between that, and you can check the data file also. We already checked that, and you can add, you can alter, and we had active also category is there. So right now it is not showing any active actually, so that's why it is not coming. Okay, and we had from v dollar undo stat, actually there is a view. So if we goes to this query, so it will display like that. Okay, so v dollar undo stat will tell you about the information. Okay, so just give me a moment. So first thing you will check what is my undo management. Okay, so you have to check undo management first. So how you will check? Show parameter undo management. So it is auto, and after that you need to check what is my table space. So there is a parameter, show parameter undo underscore table space. So this is undo tbs1, and retention, basically I want to hold my undo data for certain period, so that is 900 second. Okay, and after that you can check about the table space. So this is the query. So undo tbs is the table space name which is used for undo contents, and also you can use this query which will tell you the data file of undo table space. So that will comes in this way, and there is a query which actually gives the information of all the table spaces together. So total undo space is 345, free space 264%, free 76. Okay, so now I want to create another undo table space, and I want to make it to use that table space. So create undo table space name, data file, and size. So when I will create this will create it. Now check again this query to see how many undo table space we have in this. So see, it's showing undo to table space, but actually my default undo table space is not undo tbs2. So if you want to use that undo, so what you will do, you will use alter command. So first check that it is undo tbs1, and then I will say undo table space alter system. So alter system set undo space table space equals to undo tbs2. Now if you check, so undo TBS2 is changed. So this is the way you can use the information. Okay, clear? Any doubt? So this is the way you can change the undo table space default to non-default and make it new one to default one. Suppose any corruption happen in your undo table space, so this is the way you can recover that. Clear, guys? It will apply in P file and SP file. Boss, you are very, I'm sorry to say that your concept is not clear. When I'm using alter system, so it means I'm using SP file, buddy. So show parameter SP file. Okay, so SP file I'm using, that's why I'm altering the things. With P file, can you use alter system command? Now I want to add some data file in my previous undo table space. So I will say alter table space undo tbs1 add data file. So it will add. Now if I check the undo table space file, so it is showing two files, right? So if I want to drop any data file, I can drop, and also I can resize the data file which I have just added. So alter database data file, now I am changing from 100 MB to 10 MB, so it will change. Okay, so like this way we can alter the commands. Okay, clear? So creating, altering, and resizing is clear. Now can we drop a data file of particularly whatever I have added? So I have alter table space undo tbs1 drop data file which I have added new one. So after dropping, you can check that now we had one data file for my undo table space. Now can we drop the default undo table space? We cannot drop, it will say currently in use. If you want to reuse again, if you want to drop, so make it change again by alter system command undo tbs1, and now you can check which is undo table space. So now tbs1 gone. Now can I drop this one also? So if I say, so it will say currently is in use. Now you can drop this one. Okay, so drop table space undo tbs2. Clear? uh, so see that you had undo table space begin time and end time, undo transaction, undo blocks, text count, max count. Okay, so these are the views which you can get it from v dollar under stat. Okay, now my undo retention parameter was 900 actually. So now I want to change undo retention. So I will say alter system undo retention 100. Okay, so it will change. Now check, it will showing 1800. So this is the way you can change undo retention. Now you can check which table space will be used for undo retention. So only undo tbs1 will be used. Okay, so right now there is no guarantee. If you will set the guarantee, so till that period your undo table space undo will not flush. Okay, so this is the way you can do the guarantee of retention. Now check this view again and see that guarantee is showing. Is this, excuse me, clear? Now I want to roll back the guarantee feature. So I will say retention no guarantee. Now again check the view. Now it's no guarantee. Okay. So how you can check the optimal value for the parameter undo retention? So there is a query actually which will give you the better picture. So let me, it's long query actually. Uh, So this is the query. So undo actual undo size is 1800. Undo retention this. Optimal undo retention is this. Okay, so this is the way you can get the value of undo, and check the optimal size of undo table space that were needed. So see that needed 37 MB. Okay, so this is the query. And active rollback segment in your old table space. So this is the query. So right now there is no active undo segment in undo tbs1, though that's why it is showing nothing. Okay, and so determine the undo table space size. This is 79 something MB. And undo segment you can check from DBA underscore undo under extent. So see that this is the operating system segment name. It will automatically create it. So its naming start from underscore sysmu 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, and every undo is usage this MB. Okay, so this is the query. And how to monitor the undo table space. So right now undo tbs2 is not there. So I will put one actually. So maximum size is 34 5, and this is the value. Many queries are available on online. So current undo size, undo retention, necessary undo size. So these are the values it's displaying. And you want to check undo block per second. So this is the query. V dollar undo stat. So 2.69 something undo block per second. And there is another query with the help of table space and all. So this is the size of undo. And you can check the parameters, all the parameters where is this is the query. Let me show you without semicolon. So this is the query. You will get all the parameters which is set for your database. And for a specific, you can check by order by name and undo. So see that this is the perfect query which will tell you about the undo table space and table space name. And what else? Yeah. So this query will give you SID session name undo size in MB. And this query will give you about the segments of undo. So whatever the undo segment is used, it is coming like this way. And every undo segment is showing online. And what are the begin undo time and end undo time. So this is the end time and begin time. Okay, this is the query. And any transaction is going on. So you can check this v dollar session, v dollar transaction. So nothing is going on, so that's why it's not showing. and another one from v dollar undo stat. Also you will get the whole picture of the activity which we did on undo. Okay, so see that now undo transaction, undo blocks, text count, max count. So this is the query, and now you can find out active status undo. If you had nothing is there, so in same query you can say uh, expired undo. Okay, so let me expired, so nothing is there. Okay, now we can check unexpired also, so nothing is there. Okay, and you can find out the session log ops for session id. So we had session id was 256. Okay, so nothing is there, so that's why it's not showing anything. So undo management, undo table space, undo retention. Retention is basically when automatic undo management is enabled, there is always a current undo retention period, which is the minimum amount of time that Oracle database attempt to retain old undo information before overwriting it. After a transaction is committed, undo data is no longer needed for rollback or transaction recovery purpose, but for consistent read purpose, long-running query may require this old undo information for producing older image of data blocks. Okay, so we had that snapshot to old error. Okay, so what is that error, guys? Anyone? Yes, guys. Which are major initialization parameters that controls automatic undo management, guys? Just now we clear. Yes, Rajiv, Quora 0155 error. Because we lost that undo, that's why. Undo underscore management, yeah. Just now I had covered. So undo underscore management specify which undo space management mode the system should use. Okay, when you set auto, the instance start in automatic undo management mode. In manual undo management mode, undo space is allocated externally as rollback segment. Okay, and in rack, multiple instances have the same value. How to set undo retention? So you can query to determine the maximum undo average actually. So let me show you this. So this is the maximum query actually which we use for that purpose. Okay, now in case you are not using automatic tuning of undo retention, so you will need to set undo retention value to a larger than the maximum query length in your database. Okay, and what is fast ramp up routine actually, guys? Anyone heard that? This method, this concept? Let me post you. What is this, guys? See, the concept in previous version when the instance was restarted or when you switch undo table space, the ramp up time for the system to grow the number of online segment could be several minutes. Generally, this time delay was unacceptable. And after an startup or a switch of undo table space in Oracle 10G, the database decide how many segments to place online based on existing data stored in the AWR. So the algorithm to compute the undo segment to online, basically algorithm change version to version, and it is not necessary it is same for every version. So uh, it will ask certain question, has the instance been up for more than 7 days? Yes. So then you can use max concurrency column from v dollar undo stat. If no, is this the first time this function is called? Okay, yes is there, select underscore workload underscore function snapshot data. Okay, so like that, it will do that. So Asmon decide on the undo set to offline and drop based on the max transaction concurrency over a 12-hour period in 9i, and this behavior is altered in 10G with the where the maximum currency is maintained over a 7 period of time. So moreover, in 10G Asmon does not drop the extra undo segment but simply offline them. Okay. So Asmon uses the same values with fast ramp up to adjust the number of segment to online. So there is how many undo table space can we have a database? So only one we can, because active only one. How to switch undo table space? I already discussed that. Uh, what else? Undo retention we discussed. Automatic undo retention comes in 10G. Okay, so this query you can check. So this will give you the tuning of undo. If you set undo retention too high, so tune underscore undo retention, so it will make space too much. Okay, so v dollar undo stat is the perfect query which you can use. So this is the query. So here you can see that so many column is there. So what column is definition? So UNXPS TALCNT. So the number of attempts when unexpired blocks were stolen from other undo segment to satisfy space request. UNXPBLKRELCNT column. So the number of unexpired blocks removed from undo segment to be used by other transaction. UNXPBLKRUCNT. So the number of attempts when expired extents were stolen from other undo segment to specify a space request. No, that is actually the number of unexpired undo block reused by transaction. and then expstalcnt. So the number of attempts when expired extend were stolen from other undo segment to satisfy a space request. Then expblkrelcnt, the number of expired extent is stolen from other undo segment to specify a space request. And then expblkre UCNT, the number of expired undo blocks reused within the same undo segment, and the number of ORA 15 error that occurred during the interval. So that will come into the SSOLDERRCNT column. Okay, so uh, it will these views actually, and no no space percent, the number of out space error actually. So this is the queries. And also we had DBA underscore extent, so you can check that also. So that is expired and expired, it is showing here. So active means undo status is active, used by a transaction. Expired means undo extent is expired and exceeded the undo retention. Unexpired means undo extent will be required to honor undo retention. Okay, so only expired undo will flush when it is needed the space. And also $V transaction lists the active transaction in the system or your database. So right now nothing is going on, so that's why it's not showing anything value in that. Okay, so you can check this query also for active transaction. Okay, it is not there. Okay, no issues. Excuse me. So let me show you another query if it is work in 19C or not. Yeah, so it is working. So segment name is status from DB underscore rollback. So this query will give the output of that. And to understand the free space for undo table space, you had uh, you had the query, so it will ask the undo table space name, so undo tbs1. Okay, so it will run like this because bind variable we use, so we can pass any query. And to understand the extent is usage in your undo table space, so you can check undo underscore extent, so that count will be given to you. And to understand number of active transaction, so right now we don't have, so that will not come. Okay, so these are the queries which you can use when you are facing any problem in your undo retention, sorry, undo table space. Okay, clear. What is memory undo, guys? Anyone? In Oracle 10G and higher, some of the top level DMLs were performed in memory without any disk undo data, which is termed as in memory undo. Okay, IMU. how to shrink the data file of undo table space, guys? How you can do that? If suppose you want to shrink undo table space data file, how you will do that? What is the steps? Because resizing you will fail. Okay. Any idea? Have you done this activity? Anyone? By switching, yes, perfect. We create new undo table space with lesser size, and after that we alter the parameter undo underscore table space, and then we drop the table space including contents. Okay, clear? So see that this query will tell you what is locally managed and what is there. Okay, so yeah, so that's it from my side today. We've done a lot. So if you have any question, you can ask. There is one parameter I miss. So what is this, guys? Anyone? Yes, ask one question. What is this temp? See, temporary undo management. So temporary undo records are stored in the database temporary table space, and these are not logged in the redo log when temporary undo is enabled. Some of the segment used by temporary table space store the temporary undo, and these segments are called temporary undo segment. So when temporary undo is enabled, it might be necessary to increase the size of temporary table space to hold the undo records. Okay, so temporary undo reduce the amount of undo stored in the undo table space, so that is the benefit. Temporary undo reduce the size of the redo log, that is the benefit. Temporary undo enables data manipulation language operations on temporary table space, sorry, temporary tables in a physical standby database with Oracle Active Data Guard operation. Okay, so when a session use temporary object for the first time, so this parameter is set for the rest of the session. So temporary undo can be enabled only if compatible label of database is 12C or higher. Okay, so how to do that? You can set by alter system command, or you can set by alter session also. Okay. Clear? So this parameter is introduced in 12C and higher. So you can set alter session also. So see that alter session, we did that, then it is true. Okay. We can roll back again to false. So set it. It is false. Sorry. Okay. So you can set by alter system set command also, and then check. So this is true. So you can roll back also by alter system set command. So we can do for session as well as we can do for system level also. Okay. So this is the way we can do that. Sir, someone editing huge record using cursor and commit also mentioned, but after 2 hours he cancel. In this case, what happened with undo? You tell me.